Hello and welcome to the Turbo Newscast for two... Got... Take two! This is not Tuesday. We never do Turbo Newscasts on Tuesdays, except for that one
Except when
day.
we did.
Except for
Except when
the
we did.
one time. I really should write this down or something.
This is the second time it's happened in 2 weeks.
I know. I always flub the openings.
Want me to do it for you?
Nope.
Okay.
Because now that I fucked it up, but now I have to get it right.
It's your personal vendetta against yourself.
Alright. Take two. In 3, 2, 1. Hello and welcome to the Turbo Newscast for Thursday, February 7th, 2013. That's right, I actually got the date correct this time.
Yeah. Special date times.
Yeah, we have a lot of interesting news this week. I will
And a
say
lot of
that.
shit.
We always have a lot of shit.
Well, can't really disagree with that. I just always hope for better.
Well,
Yet I search for worse, so I
yeah.
don't really know why I'm saying that.
You search for worse, but look for better. I find better, but stumble upon worse as well. But
Okay.
we're gonna start out with some of the better this week.
Okay.
Now, a while back, in fact, 128 days back, actually, further than that now, 22, 140 days, no, 150 days back, we, somewhere around there, we reported on some of the Arma 3
Was
developers.
it really that long ago?
Yeah,
I didn't think it was that long ago.
it didn't feel like that long ago, did it?
I feel like we just talked about it like a couple weeks ago.
Uh-huh. Well, after a good long 4 months, we'll just say 4 months, it's easier that way. The two developers from Bohemia Interactive, Ivan Bukta and Martin Pislar, have been released from their jail in Greece on about €5,000 bail each.
5,000.
Yes, that translates
Good
to about
news,
$6,700.
Good news, everyone.
I was actually going to start out this story with that.
Well, you should have.
I forgot.
And now you're just leaving it to my lousy voice acting.
I got too caught up with the flubbing the date.
You have a better voice than I do, Cliff. Come on now.
Barely.
So these are the guys that were just taking pictures and just like. And Greece is just like, hey, don't take pictures of that. Get in our jail now.
Yep. And yes, Krya, this actually was resolved weeks ago. This story was actually from January 15th, 2013. I just kind of forgot to look for it because I don't keep as ahead on gaming news as I really should. So I kind
So
of
we're counting
forgot.
it as nostalgic news.
It's not nostalgic yet. It's the same freaking year.
It's nostalgic news. Hey, in news time, this is like 100 years old
Yeah.
in news years, so it's nostalgic to me.
Yes, they have been released, so good news from there. And from good news to more good news, the Ouya, yes, that's right, that bizarre little box that had a Kickstarter about a year ago, the Ouya is going to be available at Best Buy in June.
What was this again?
It's an open source Android powered console.
Ah.
Yes. It will be available not only from Best Buy, but also from Target and grown GameStop.
And Amazon.
Also through Amazon and also through their own website. Of course.
I would hope so.
Yeah. The console and one controller will retail for $100. A further controller will be an extra $50,
Some expensive controllers.
which is actually $20 more than it'll cost on the Ouya's website. But it does promise to be useful elsewhere. It's not just a controller for the Ouya. It will work on possibly
My toaster?
computers. Not your
Oh.
toaster, unless you have a Raspberry Pi in your toaster.
I'm working on it.
You
So
guys
it's
still
worth
have
it.
an EB Games? Lucky.
I know. Oh, you still do? Like, GameStop ate that up.
Yeah.
It was like, oh, nom, EB.
I remember we had an EB Games.
And the fat pig GameStop ate it.
And then, yeah, GameStop literally took the same store.
And same here. Took the same store.
Was it just an America thing then?
Apparently.
What the fuck?
You learn something new every day. And I kind of liked EB.
I didn't mind EB Games.
I hate GameStop.
I just don't go to GameStop. So I really haven't developed
You
that
buy
much.
all your games online anyway.
Exactly.
Through Steam.
I get
You have no
everything
reason-
through Steam. So,
It-
yeah, I don't have to go through GameStop.
You wouldn't go out if you didn't have to anyways, anywhere.
Well, yeah.
You're forced to by circumstances of real life matters. But that's neither here nor there.
Yep. Well, we're going to move from one console to the next. Yes, that's right. We have actually two different console news. Two different consoles news. No
News
matter
about
how
two
I
different
say it.
consoles.
Yeah, there you go. What he said.
You were doing really bad today.
Yeah, but
You
what
were
do you
like
expect?
0 right now.
It's a newscast, and I've been up for about 15 hours already, so I'm up past my bedtime.
Yeah.
Ironic, since yesterday I went to sleep at 11. Anyways, we're gonna move to the PlayStation 4,
Whoa.
which I apologize. The formatting is Eurogamer's fault, not mine. The
Did you complain
place
about that last
that
time?
was someone else last time though. It wasn't Eurogamer.
Okay.
Yes, the PlayStation 4 is going to launch in Japan and North America sometime in 2013. I don't remember if they gave us a general date, but Europe isn't going to get it until early 2014 because
What?
fuck you guys, I guess.
When did they what EA did they that's the big game con convention thing. Where did they announce it? When did they announce the PlayStation 4 originally?
The original announcement?
Yeah.
Fucked if I know. E3.
E3, that's what I'm talking. EA. E3.
No, we'll get to E EA.
I know it started with an E, okay? Give me partial credit for that. But I'm just wondering like which one they announced it at.
Nah, I know it says later this year, but later this year could be anywhere from February 2nd to December 31st.
It'll probably be
So-
it'll probably be holiday.
Yeah, it'll probably
That's
be
my
holiday
guess.
season.
Because that's the time when now that the Wii U's already been out, they're kind of like, hey, we'll take the next holiday for you.
It makes sense that it would be holiday season because they are saying it won't reach Europe until early 2014. Chances are they wouldn't want to delay Europe
Yeah, they wouldn't
too
want to delay
much. So,
Yeah. I just feel like there has like they announced it very shortly ago. You know, like the announcement for the Wii U was around for forever, but I feel like the PlayStation 4 just kind of snuck in. And it's just like, hey, we're here now.
Yeah. Hi, we're actual news now.
Hey, we made a new console.
Yep.
And that means I can buy a PlayStation 3 pretty soon. Because those will drop in price rapidly.
Have they actually given it a name, or is it still somehow clouded in?
It's gonna be like the
Oh no, they haven't.
PlayStation, the
It's still not officially announced.
they should call it the waffle iron.
They're announcing it actually the day before the week after next's possible Turbo Newscast. So
They should
we
call it
possibly
they
have.
should call it the Play You. The Play You.
And then
I
Sony
think
and
that
Nintendo should get together and release a joint console, the Wii Play You.
the Wii Play You. That'd be the best orgy ever. I'm sorry, I'm 12. Oh yes.
Oh yes, that would be even better. And then Ubisoft pops in, "We play, you play."
Ah, we need to
Oh,
trademark
God.
these ideas if we could, without getting sued.
What else could we add?
I don't know.
Oh, I
We
can't
play
even think.
U-Box. I don't know.
You could toss Ouya at the beginning if you pronounced it a little bit weird. Have it be like an exclamation. Oh yeah, we play, you play.
There's just nothing else that's good to add
No,
on to that.
we play, you play just fits.
You wanna continue on?
Yes, we probably should. Well, we're gonna go into
Something I don't care about.
yeah, something that neither of us really give a shit about. But surprisingly, it's a minor recurring theme this week.
Mm-hmm.
You'll see why in a bit. A new Call of Duty is slated to come out in 2013.
Okay.
Late 2013.
Holiday season, baby.
Yeah, probably November. Sometime around there.
It'll be out for Black Friday. Don't worry about it. Just make sure you kill Grandma on your way to get it.
Yep. Show of hands, everyone. Who's surprised? Now, don't everybody get in a rush to raise your hands or anything.
To raise your hands.
Don't strain yourself.
Your wrist. Where
And-
are you going with that?
And yes, in other news, Skylanders is now a billion-dollar franchise because someone buys it, I guess. That actually kind of surprises me.
I don't even know what the Skylanders is.
It's the Spyro spin-off. It started as Spyro Skylanders, and then they decided, you know what, fuck Spyro. And so they made it just straight Skylanders, and you just take action figures that they sell for... It's kind of DLC, but you actually get physical things. Yeah. You scan in the figures, and they give you in-game things.
Kids. It's for the kiddies. I miss Spyro. But then again, that's neither here nor there.
I miss good Spyro.
I miss good Spyro. I miss Spyro back in the day.
Mm-hmm.
Like the PlayStation 1.
Yeah, I remember that. That was weird.
What? Being a purple dragon was weird to you?
I guess, yeah. But at the same time, they were good. I liked them.
Indubitably. What? What?
All right.
That's a
Well,
real word.
we're gonna move on to. You remember how I was telling you we'd get back to EA?
Fuck.
We're back on EA.
Double fuck.
EA has suffered a $45 million loss.
From what? Just for not doing very well?
According to
Weak Medal of Honor warfighter.
Yep, according to the story, Michael Pachter said EA is being overly conservative in the wake of disappointing Medal of Honor Warfighter series sales, which were bad enough that the publisher revealed yesterday that plans for future games in the Medal of Honor franchise have been shelved.
I've never even played Medal of Honor.
I played a Medal of Honor game on the DS once.
When you were like 5.
Nah, a couple
How
years
was it?
ago. It was meh. I don't really
Is it
do.
One of those typical shooters.
I don't really do first-person shooters on a DS.
That seems weird to me.
Yeah, it just doesn't.
I feel like the DS is made for puzzle games. Like, I'm just saying. I feel like the DS is made for puzzle games and RPGs.
Yeah, stuff like that.
Like, fun little side distractions. Which is basically the point of a portable system.
Uh huh. You don't play like legit. Well,
yeah,
you do sometimes.
You can, I
but
guess, but I just feel like those are made, like, those kind of games are for consoles and computers. You know what I mean by computers.
you know we're gonna get some comments. It's people like you are holding back technology and game development. Eh.
Yimmy, yimmy.
You know what, Gear? I have to say, Metroid Prime Hunters was probably my favorite game that I've ever played on the DS. I played so much of that game.
I don't think there should be any first-person shooter that does not use a mouse and keyboard, because it is shit to control with the analog sticks. That is shitty. That's my rant, by the way.
Yeah, I got so used to playing shooters with a mouse and keyboard. I went back to playing Halo Reach on my Xbox one day because I got bored and I was like, "Fuck it, I ain't doing anything else." So I went and laid down and played Halo for a bit. Oh my god!
Like, I even for third-person shooters, because I was playing Star Wars Battlefront 2 a while back, and I used to play with this controller,
Yeah,
the analog stick, because I thought it was better. But
yeah.
and like one of the I forgot that I could calibrate for some reason, so I didn't end up, like, because it was like all going like woo. And so I unplugged it and just played it with the keyboard, and I was like, oh my gosh, I'm winning so much now.
I am actually winning. What is this?
What is this madness? So yes, mouse and keyboard are essential for first-person and third-person shooters.
Yeah, they're, and he's gone and fucked up. There we go. You're back.
That's the internet problems.
Yep.
It's gonna be okay.
Good.
Itchy nose. Itchy.
All right. Well, speaking of shooters.
Noses. Oh.
No, speaking of shooters, we're in the gaming section. Why would there be itchy nose related stories in the gaming section?
I was going on a limb on that one.
Yeah, I can tell.
Holy crap.
But yes, speaking of shooters, Dead Space 3 has 11 pieces of Day 1 DLC. Yeah, $55 worth of DLC. Each piece
Basically
of DLC.
the game again.
Yes, each DLC is going to be $5.
$5, please.
So you could either buy a sandwich or a gun.
You could either go out for dinner or stay at home and play Dead Space 3.
And then, of course, you also have the obvious online pass thing so that you can't buy a used copy of the game if you want to play multiplayer. An online pass will be $10.
$10, please.
Yep.
More money, please. Sorry, I'm replicating Joe now. Angry Joe.
I know.
He's so awesome. Anyways.
Well, let's move on to cheery uppy
Ridiculous.
news. Yeah, I know. Who plays Dead Space multiplayer? It's a Dead Space game.
I like how it's like, time pieces of DLC. Who plays Dead Space multiplayer?
You play Call of Duty for the multiplayer. You play Dead Space for the single player.
You play TF2 for the multiplayer. I feel like that was a stupid thing I just said.
No, some reviewers play multiplayer.
They really should.
Yeah, I agree,
To get
but
the full experience. They shouldn't only play multiplayer because that's dumb.
I review games, and to be honest, if it doesn't have online multiplayer, if it has local multiplayer but it doesn't have online multiplayer, I can't review the multiplayer because I don't have
Dude, I'll
a clone
soak
of
them over
myself.
there. We can totes play local of all the things. We'll play local StarCraft, baby. And I'll die a lot because I suck at that game.
Of course, fortunately, usually the games that I play, they have a pretty great single-player experience anyways, if they're decent
true.
games. Because I play indie games. So...
Hey, who's that guy right there?
Alright. So, we've got two more stories, and only one of them is actually gaming-related. We've got a Valve story to cheer us up from the Dead Space 3 DLC crap.
Fiasco.
Yeah, fiasco. Fiasco's a fun word. I love that word.
I love Fiasco.
Well, J.J. Abrams and Valve are reportedly in talks for a Half-Life or Portal film. Yeah, J.J. Abrams says it's as real as anything in Hollywood ever gets, which is that we're talking...
Hollywood gets real.
which is that we're really talking to Valve. We are going to be bringing on a writer, and we have a lot of very interesting ideas.
What kind of game would it be? Is it just J.J. Abrams, the video game, where you get to play as J.J. Abrams as he does things about himself?
You know,
He goes to buy donuts, you get to go buy donuts. He's like,
I have no idea.
I would play that. I probably would not play that, actually. I kind of want to see
Yeah.
J.J. Abrams, the video game.
Yeah, that is the one thing that I am kind of curious about. Both of the games mentioned here have silent protagonists. Half-Life and Portal both, Gordon Freeman and Shell, they are both silent protagonists. And you can't... Well, you can, I guess, but it's not really one of those things that you see in movies all that often, a silent protagonist.
It's true. Except for silent movies, obviously, but I'm trying to think of any film that has a silent protagonist.
I
There
can't
were-
off
there's
the top
ones-
of my head.
There's ones that have close to a silent protagonist, but they usually end up talking once or twice.
Uh-huh. They're silent movies.
I mean, there's
Which
ones
don't
that
really
do,
count.
that do the majority of their expression through actions and stuff.
Uh-huh.
But I can't.
Well, you have games like Wall-E, which was pretty much as close as I can think of.
Eve. I'm drawing a blank. I'm sure there's some. I'm sure there is a movie that it has a silent protagonist.
Mm-hmm.
I have no doubt that there is.
I'm
I
sure
just don't
there's
think
someone watching just yelling at the screen, "This one, you uncultured clods!" But
Take a
hey,
game out of my silent protagonist movie.
yes, we are uncultured clods. I'm a gamer. I don't watch movies.
I try to. I just don't have time.
Yeah.
I would love to watch more movies. In fact, I'm trying to get away from video games and go to movies. I bought a whole bunch of shit video games I gotta play.
I watch anime and play video games at the same time.
There's not a lot of room for much else.
Yeah. I watch anime, play video games, go to school, and write reviews. There's no room for anything else.
Yeah, I know. That's the problem.
Alright. Well,
We talked for much too long about that.
we always talk for much too long. Kind of evens out at the end.
Yeah.
So, we're gonna go to the last story for this week, and it's more of a...
This part.
Yeah, for this part, sorry. Not for this week. Don't worry, it's not an amazingly short version of the Turbo Newscast. And this one, it's kind of one of those the headline is better than the actual story kind of things, which I really don't like doing all that often, but really this one's kind of just hilarious. You almost expect this in Section 2, but it's not that good.
They never are.
Yeah, the publisher of BitTorrent for Dummies is suing BitTorrent users for illegally sharing for Dummies books. Yeah.
It's got a hilarious headline, not so hilarious actions.
Yeah, now to be fair, the
I'm waiting.
they are more going after the other books. Photoshop CS5 all-in-one for Dummies, AutoCAD 2011 for Dummies, Day Trading for Dummies, Calculus Essential for Dummies, WordPress for Dummies, stuff like that. And in fact,
Dummies for Dummies.
in fact, BitTorrent for Dummies is not even mentioned in the lawsuit.
I should make one of the Dummies books and be like, it's Section 2 for Dummies.
But yeah, it's just kind of hilarious. You can't really expect anything different when you put out a book called BitTorrent for Dummies.
Well, it's unfortunate. Sorry, I'm really itchy right now. I don't know why.
I can tell.
Keep scratching everything.
Alright, well, we will be right back after this quick break so we can load up everything. We'll see you in a second.
For you.